why we should be introducing a fourth ban into League of Legends competitive play. Not solo queue, not fives, just competitive. So, with more and more people doing like analyst work and like figuring out champions like at a more rapid rate, what we're starting to see is that metas change a lot more quickly. And outside of star players like Kikis, there's like very little room for innovation, aside from reading patch notes and like meaning, okay, this champion's good now. Okay, this champion's good now. Okay, this champion's shit. Move on. So what the fourth ban would do, it would just introduce another like whole layer of strategy. So like this patch, Garen, Darius, Skarner, Fiora, 4 band right there. Let's see here. Mordekaiser, that's the 5th ban. When you get 3 more bans after that, you can like start like target banning at that point. And, like there's like actual room to do so. I'm sure I'm forgetting like some like really relevant champion right now. Like, I'm just going OP.gg right now and like look at the champion win rate. There's really no one that strong after that. Skarner still has a 57% win rate. How ridiculous. So like yeah, you start introducing like target bans after that, and it's like really nice, and so that's like another layer of strategy. I also would like with the 4th ban is to have 2 bans in the beginning, 2 bans in the middle. Like the Dota draft system. I just feel like pick and ban is really stagnant right now, and something needs to be introduced to make it like somewhat like understandable and like engaging again. It may very well be because I'm from a region that doesn't use pick and ban very well. I don't know like what's going on with like TSM, but their pick and ban has been absolutely god awful ever since MSI. I am MSI. And like the rest of the region is like very very stale and stagnant in their ways, and like there's no evolution in it. I don't know. That's how I feel. It's like, okay, let's take a look at like Gravity's climb in the NALCS the split. So you're like, oh wow, they're doing really well. It's completely possible for them to go to Worlds, and then like all of a sudden they just like everyone catches on to their like Keen plays anti carry, Altic doesn't get touch plan, and they completely fall apart and go absolutely nowhere in the gauntlet. Right? They lose to C9 at the very beginning. Another great example of that, Team Impulse. Russian Impact Shen Evelyn plan. Make Russia carry, ignore everyone else, maybe bot lane will do something. People eventually caught on that too. And then yeah, it's just like these teams keep sticking with the same pick and ban, and there's like no variation unless they're absolutely forced to. And it's a pretty shitty variation. I guess like making pick and ban more complicated doesn't really fix that issue in this region, but I think it's like really good for like top level play. I think teams like EG and LGD would like use it very well. I don't know. Pick and ban is at this point where it's just like there, and then like if something goes wrong, like you can just like blame it on pick and ban. And, like you can see from like the NALCS like videos. I'm talking like TSM Legends, Liquid Rebirth, Chasing the Cup. A lot of the time, an answer to an OP pick will be, okay, we'll just ban it next game. And it's just like, I understand that you're under pressure and everything. And I understand you can only get so much information. But that shouldn't be your first and only solution to that situation. Look at this rant turning more into another I hate NA rant, which is pretty bad. I put one of those out yesterday. And it's not to say that NA is the only region that does this. Of course not. God bless, like, generic Green Wings. Like, holy shit. Their pick and bans have been absolutely atrocious. Crew Tigers, when they lost to TSM, absolutely atrocious pick ban. Along with Hojin just being complete and total garbage. I just want to see innovation from somewhere. I want to see like a good, solidified pick and ban that adapts to a pick that isn't, okay, we're just going to ban that. That's what I want to see. I want to see the finals of MSI, where EDG systematically outpicked Faker LeBlanc and won the series off of it. I want to see that more often. And do I think adding a fourth ban would help that? Maybe. Maybe not. I just don't see it that much from like anyone else, and it's just like, I don't know, there's so much potential there. I'll never go back to the competitive scene. I'm going to stick to solo queue and just like watch competitive as an analyst standpoint and understand why picks are strong and stuff like that, and help people that want to learn the game and learn how to analyze how to do so. But I really think that like adding another pick would really help like diversify games. And don't get me wrong, Riot has done a lot in the past couple of years to make sure that it's not like a very stagnant metagame, that like lots of picks are viable. But there's a real problem when patch day decides what champions you're going to be practicing for the next few months, for weeks, excuse me. So, I don't know. I don't have that much to say about the subject. I should have thought more ahead about this. It's like, Hmm. That's just really it. Pick a Man is just so underutilized. And every game, one, that's decided by an OB champion is decided in game two by banning it, and that's just like that just means you didn't do your research. It means you really don't value pick and ban that much. And I've done it too. Oh boy, I can count the number of times that I did that to my own teams. I was just like, oh, we should just ban Shyvana and Jax. Oh, we gave them Cassidy. Oh shit, we should take Cassidy. And I was just like, whoopsies. This was like back in season 2. Once again, I'm a shitter, I'm a nobody. But it still happens. I do think adding a fourth ban on each side and making it two ban, two pick, two ban, two pick. I mean, two ban, three pick would make things a lot more interesting. I think the draft phase needs to be reworked because it's just so stale right now. And like, there's very little room for people to use it to their full potential. Excuse me. And it really doesn't reward pocket pick right now, unless you're like willing to brute force them. Again, Kikis, Kha'Zix, Udyr, etc. It's just like, if you force people to think, maybe they'll actually value it more. That's my rationale here. I am done with my food, and I will be back in 4 hours to coach determine it.